My dog. Lucky! He's so rude. Didn't hear him all day. A moment of silence. Okay. So, hey, how y'all doing? So, I have been meaning to mention this, okay? Because I did come from the true crime community, okay? I actually dabble. I'm here, I'm there. Lucky! Thank you. I guess somebody's walking their dog. So, I thought it was worth mentioning. Lucky, be quiet. I thought it was worth mentioning. My highest viewed videos on my channel are actually about the Chris Watts case, okay? I used to cover this many years ago. And it's been 3 years since this one particular video, which I get comments daily till this day, 2024. And this is a 3-year-old video, and it's almost at 10,000 views. Okay, it was at like a couple hundred the last time I saw it. I don't know what in the video is getting everybody's attention, but I thought it was worth mentioning, because it's funny, because till this day people are commenting on that video, and it's about Chris Watts. And did Chris Watts and Nicole Kessinger, did they have a love child? Okay, in my opinion, yes, they had to have. Because why in the world would Chris Watts off one family if it wasn't for another family? You know, like, why would you do that? You know? So if you don't remember what Chris Watts was, he's a guy who I guess went cuckoo one day, was cheating on his wife with a coworker, which is crazy because the line of business I work in now is very, very similar to what they were working at then. I didn't know anything about the business, and now I'm in the business. So, sorry, my dog's like losing it. Lucky, stop! I don't know what's going on out there, but I didn't hear him all day. Lucky! I don't want to tell him to stop because he is doing his job, but just excuse him, okay? He usually doesn't bark this long, though. Maybe I should go check it out. Nah, he's got it. Okay, so, anyways, so till this day I get comments on that video. So it's crazy how now, like back then, I didn't know anything about the business. I didn't know anything about the work trucks or anything like that. And now I work at a company so now I understand it a lot more. So on the low, I want to start doing videos on Chris Watts again, because now I have a different understanding of it. Before, it was just me just guessing, okay? Me just making educated guesses on what I would thought, But now that I work in the business, and I've talked to people and I understand it a lot more, I really want to start these videos again. I really do, because I'm still getting attention on them 3 years later. 3 years later, like, that's crazy. And everybody pretty much, as a whole, agrees and says, yeah, they probably did have a baby together, and that's probably why he went crazy. Hey, Ebony. Yes, in Colorado. Sorry. In Colorado, anytime anybody goes to Colorado, I'm like, oh no, be careful. Yes, in Colorado, okay. And it's crazy how emotionally involved I got. It literally like would take over your life. Like, it really would. But I've always watched things like that since I was little. So It was like, I mean, come on. I mean, it was like the perfect story, like scary story. A normal person just loses it one day. So, anyways, so yeah. So as a whole, everybody says that yeah, maybe he did go crazy, or in my opinion, this is okay. I feel, and I've always felt that the evidence that they have, which they really don't have evidence, they have one video, right, that they use to kind of get the ball rolling, but he wasn't. I just feel like there's like something behind it, like a lot more behind it. It just seems so fake in a way, like the story, like just her friends were very messy in the very beginning, and her friends are the ones that were with her last. Her friends and her and her mom were on the low beefing. Okay, they were beefing, and they had issues. Like she was more of a daddy's girl than a mommy's girl, and they had issues. Okay, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying they didn't give anybody else a chance. They just automatically pointed the finger at the spouse, which is what everybody does whenever like a husband or a wife, the spouse is always looked at first. That's just normal, okay? That's just standard here in the US, okay? That's what we do. I don't know what they do over anywhere else, but here that's what they do. But they didn't quite give anybody else a second look or anything like that. They didn't even look at the girlfriend a second time, and you know, they didn't even have much for a discovery. Like you could poke holes in that discovery, okay? How that discovery, like if that would have been it's just weird, like, so he just confessed to, and then he's in prison or wherever the hell that he's at, I don't know. But it's just all very suspicious, and it's crazy because this one YouTuber, Armchair Detective, okay, he's like one of the like biggest ones, okay. I was just a little, I'm still a little channel, okay? And I had did this video. I don't remember which one he was talking about, but I had two Facebooks at the time. And he messages me on the one I wasn't using, okay? He messages me, which I just saw it the other day, and I'm like, I could have spoke my piece to a lot of people, and he was actually reaching out to do a collab. Okay, he wanted me to go on his show, and he heard my theories on everything and was interested, okay, on talking about it on his show, So I totally missed out on that, and I feel really bad because which is weird because I remember messaging him. And then, I don't know, I guess my message got lost somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, we're trying to get in contact with each other, but we missed each other. So maybe it just wasn't the time. But I think now that years have gone by, if people were to start talking about it again, I would so get on that. Because, like I said, I know the business a lot more. I know how the GPS works. That's what I do all day, is a GPS for our drivers, where they go, the company vehicles, and how the sensors inside work. Come on now. Come on now. Like, come on. I know, and I always feel everything happens for a reason. I've never worked in this type of business before, and the fact that I got the opportunity to do what I'm doing now after years of talking about this case is kind of crazy to me. Okay? Very crazy. And you know a lot more than what they shared in this. You know a lot more. They know a lot more than they're saying. Anyway, so I just thought it was worth mentioning, which I will link at the bottom if you want to look at it when we're done here. And if you want to watch the video, it is a Chris Watts video, true crime video. But anyways, I will let y'all go. I gotta go. I gotta get ready for work. Today was my one day off, and I'm going back to work tomorrow. Okay, y'all have a good day.